mini conference on the future of education and specifically art education. And this gathering of very different people, artists and experts and pedagogues and educators and activists is organized by UNESCO Chair for Cultural Management and Cultural Policy at the University of Arts in Belgrade, and with our partners from PhD in One Night platform. We got together in order to, on one side, discuss about some specific issues related to education and art education and how we see its future and how we see the developments in the field, but also to, in a way, put emphasis on the arts and artistic research and artistic procedures that may influence processes of education on different levels. On the other side, we also wanted to pay tribute to our friends from Rojava University, the Free Territory in eastern and northern Syria that have been struggling for the right to the education, but also that have been struggling to found a specific university which is self-organized and which introduces innovative and different models of education, but also of self-organization among both students and teachers. So for the first part of this conference, I will give the floor to Ivana Momčilović from PhD in One Night, who will moderate this first part and who will, together with her colleagues, talk about their own experiences, their own experiments with education through arts in different contexts. And after that, we will hear several examples that come from our University of Arts. The last half an hour of our gathering, we will leave for open floor for the forum, where we will be able to discuss together, to comment on the presentations, and also to hear our audiences with their questions and comments. So Ivana, please take the floor, and the audiences who are following right now, everybody can leave comments and questions in the chat at the Facebook page and at the YouTube page.
Thank you, Mariana. Thank you, all your team, Milena and Milica. Thank you, UNESCO Chair for Cultural Management. So I will share the floor in this impossible task with several people from our group, because we transformed basically our film into giving voices to the experimentators from our group. So yes, hello everyone, I'm Ivana Momčilović, I'm a dramaturg. You will hear just my voice, and I'm sorry my image is not working, but since the war in Yugoslavia, I'm living in Belgium. We started a decade ago with our collective people coming from nowhere, now and here, to establish an international artistic research platform on connections between art, education, collective intelligence, emancipation, and to think on other types of educational thinking and thought, and to think about the collective intelligence, other types of educational universe and university, and to examine the role of art and artists in contemporary capitalist education and society. On this road, we met French philosopher of equality and emancipation, Jacques Rancière, and we started to translate some of his ideas in other medias to introduce in practice interdisciplinary learning, or what he calls the poetic of knowledge. We made many experiments, and this is how our film Poems from Which We Learned, Fragments on Self-Learning about Sensible and Politics is made. We filmed, I think, during 7 years, our experimentations, and we spent some years also in editing. So for the beginning, I would like to share with you one of those fragments where Rancière is with us, commenting on one of his statements that which is important for us. So the person who is in the communication with him is Lisa Penkova, dancer and choreographer.